Joining us now is Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Thanks for being with us, and I guess thanks for the money. So tell us how much money the federal government is spending on this and what the process is now going forward in terms of the federal government helping to rebuild that freeway.
State Department of Transportation, Caltrans, and my office and our federal highways folks have been in constant contact. And we're working not only to make sure that we get the money out there, and as you mentioned, we quickly turned around $3 million. That's through an authority we have called Quick Release, just to get the ball rolling. More money through our emergency relief program can be made available for these repairs and for some of the mitigations that are needed, because this is not a simple fix. Even just shoring it up, not having to demolish and reconstruct it, that's still a complex process. And again, the only thing that's more important than doing it quickly is doing it safely. And so we'll be working with the state to make sure that all of the specs are the way they need to be and that everyone can be confident that this will be a sound piece of infrastructure for the hundreds of thousands of vehicles that cross over it every day.
So a lot of people are wondering whether there's sort of a government failure to get us into this position in the first place, that you have a situation with all these pallets built on top of each other under a freeway. It catches fire like this. Should we be looking at what we're doing under freeways in a different way after this?
Well, we do need to make sure that anyone who is overseeing freeway conditions is in line with the guidance that we've put out on making sure that it's safe, that there aren't vulnerabilities that can be avoided. Sometimes there's something that you simply can't plan for. The fiery crash in Philadelphia that took out a section of I-95, for example, really was something that, of course, we hope to learn from that too. But nobody could have looked at that bridge the day before and pointed up its vulnerability to a unique situation like that. But when you do have conditions that build up over time, that needs to be assessed. I know Governor Newsom's very focused on this, and he's directed a closer look at all of the highways that are under the state's control. Likewise, we have put out a reminder to every state to take a look at those conditions and make sure that they are meeting all of the very high safety criteria that our Federal Highways Administration puts out.
The last time we had a major freeway closed like this, it was the 1994 earthquake. And after that, the Clinton administration was very involved in getting that thing rebuilt faster than expected. Have you studied that? And what are the lessons learned from that experience you are now implementing in this one?
I think what that demonstrated was the importance of partnership between the federal level and state and local authorities, and have very much leaned into that as the way to approach this situation as well. From day one, I was in touch with Mayor Bass, with Governor Newsom, with the senators from the area, and by Monday, we had our Federal Highway Administrator on the ground as well. We want to make sure that we're not getting in the way, but we also want to make sure that we're helping in every possible way. And these $3 million in quick release emergency relief funds are just one example of what we're doing. There's also technical cooperation, and we've been engaging on the transit side. This isn't just a roads and highway issue. This, of course, adds pressure to the transit system. And we've seen LA Metro step up with additional frequencies and additional measures to try to help get people where they need to go. So I've asked our Federal Transit Administration to stay in close touch with our partners in California as well.
Secretary Pete Buttigieg, thank you so much. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.